Akizuki, Japanese Tier 8 gunboat. Brought her out into what looks like a Tier 8, 9, and 10 battle. We have 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers, 4 battleships, make that 5 battleships, and 1 aircraft carrier on each side. Although our side includes a Nebraska and a Kearsarge, which are part-time CV and part-time battleship. I kind of hope that they'll spend more time being battleship than CV, but we'll see. I do not see any radar on the other team. The Anchorage is a U.S. cruiser. It has smoke, hydro, and torps, which is unusual for a U.S. cruiser, but it does not have radar. Napoli has torps, can smoke up exhaust smoke, but also does not have radar or hydro. Same as the Amagi. Napoli and Amagi are both Italian cruisers. Neither one of them have hydro, neither one of them have radar. They have exhaust smoke so they can run at full speed and get a flank and not be seen. Now, I am spotted by the Hakuryu's planes, so I was trying to dodge around them, keep that island between them and me so that it couldn't spot me. He got focused on our Venezia, fortunately. We have a lot of Italian cruisers in this match, with the Venezia on our side, the Napoli is on their side. On the other side, well, a little bit of everything here, I guess. Okay, so I am going to swing around wide of Alpha Cap and see what their DD is going to do. I will either have the Lightning or the Mercury on this side. Looks like the Lightning is over by Bravo, so that puts the Mercury most likely on this side, although it could be a Shimakaze. Sometimes you get those mismatches. But either way, I can gun with either one of them. And looks like we do have the Mercury. And he is at 7.8 detect. I saw him at about 7.1. He's going to see me in just a second, so I'm going to get preemptive shots on him. There, he's trying to turn into me and smoke up. Alright. Now that he is smoked up, I'm sending my torps. Alright, now I'm scooting behind the island before he can get his torps in a position to do anything. Since he's way out there and none of his support help is anywhere close to Alpha, and my planes have... Oh, I got a torp into him. Well, that's nice. That helps. He gets spotted, he's going to go down quick then, because he probably doesn't have much health left now. Alright, I'm going to go on into Alpha Cap, because there's nothing there that's going to be able to do anything with me except their planes, and I have smoke ready. I just told the team I got a torp in the Mercury. Checking to see where those planes are. They're torpedo bombers. Yeah, they did spot me, so I'm going to go ahead and smoke up. Check to see what I can hit. See what I can hit it with. There, okay, Venezia got a Mercury. Okay, switching over to AP so I can hit that hipper. Anything I hit him with will penetrate. Might get lucky and even get a citadel. Too bad he didn't stay spotted though. Alright, now Soviet Soyuz looks like he's pushing in closer to me than any of their ships are right now. Let's see what he is up to. Looks like he's on the other side of this island. He's not going to be on this side where he can bother me, so I am going to go on over to Bravo Cap. We had it. Now Lightning just stole it. I'm going to go back and try to take it back. This is the map known as Sea of Fortune. I've seen this one a lot during clan battles and rank battles. At nighttime, these little towns are all lit up. You can kind of see some of the lights on this cathedral here on this island, or cathedral or fortress, or whatever. They put a lot of work into the towns and some of the detail work. Oh, there's the lightning right there. Okay. Now, Akizuki's guns are like machine guns. Lightning does have good torps, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get them to me. He's trying. I'm backing up away from where he swerved to. Alright, one more shot and I'll have him. There, he's out. Now, I am not detected, so put that fire out. Now there's a GK just over the hill here. GK has real funny looking camouflage, the skin on him, putting out roiling blue smoke. Oh, and when he blew up, it was a blast of plasma instead of just a normal explosion. All right. Well, anyway, he's out of there, but now there's a Montana coming in here. All right, let's get ready with our torps. Now, Akizuki sends out, I think, 4 torps. Oh, I should have waited a second. I just wasted a couple of them on the edge of the island there, those rocks. But I get a torp reload booster. So that's a huge advantage over what I get out of Kid, which only gets like 5 torps, but then it's all done. Okay, now Montana, you're going to know I'm over here, but I'm going to get my shots on you. Okay, well, we lost our Kearsarge, but we're way ahead on ships right now. We've lost our other 2 DDs, and we've lost our Megami, one of the cruisers, but they've lost 2 of their DDs, everything but the Shimakaze. They've lost 4 of their cruisers, and then they lost that battleship. With any luck, maybe we can help them lose this one too. Just kind of jockeying back and forth, taking some shots. When he gets board waiting for me. He's going to shoot at somebody else, and then I'll be able to sneak up there and get shots in again. I am not starting any fires here, though, am I? Uh-oh. Georgia. Oof. Dang. Okay. Got smoked just in time. Darn it. We cannot keep this guy spotted. There's some fire. Alright. Ooh. Ran right out of my smoke. I can't shoot now for a little bit till I back into it. But that darn Georgia is so close to me that I'll be detected as soon as I shoot anyway. Now I've got a friendly Baltimore running up alongside me, but he's going to get splattered. That's not a good deal for him at all. Oh boy, there's a Soviet Soyuz too. They're pushing us hard right here. Okay, let's send some torps out here. If I happen to tag that Georgia or the Soviet Soyuz, that'll put him down. Now, Soyuz was able to dodge him. Got another fire on him though. My smoke's running out awfully quick. It looked like George is going to be able to dodge my torps also. Alright, my Soviet Soyuz is down. Looks like Montana went ahead and moved out of the cap, so I'm going to go on into Bravo cap. I am down to 895 health points, HP. Only started with 23.2, so under 1,000. If their CV spots me or anything, then I will be done. Okay, so they still have, their Shimakaze has a lot of health too, so if that one shows up, I'll also be in trouble. Oh ho ho! Okay, lucky me, I didn't shoot right out there into the middle of the cap, because Montana was blind firing, just thinking, well, I'm probably going to be showing up there here real soon. Boy, was he right. If I hadn't been a little cautious and stayed back, he was going to get me. Alright, now our Thunderer has plenty of health, but I'm not sure what he's trying to do there, but that would be a good thing if he was to go broadside to Montana. Montana will splatter him. I pulled out a little too far again in my smoke, so I get my torps away. Now I'm back in there where my guns won't give me away. Yeah, what are you doing, Thunder? Well, hopefully, there, I got another fire on Montana. Yeah, Montana, you did good damage on that Thunder. Now we can't see him. Okay, good. Got a torp into him. Oh, I'll be darned, but he finished the Thunder. Well, shoot. Okay, now I'm kind of stuck up against the seawall here. You can even see the barnacles on it. Okay, now moving out. think the best thing for me to do, I can't go hunting for anybody, is go on over to Charlie Cap. Got Alpha, now Bravo, next Charlie. ABCs. Alright, I do not know what the Hakuryu is up to, but even if I go down, we'll win easily here. Seeing on my RPF though that Shimmy is not in the area unless he's between the Hakuryu and me. We can see where the Hakuryu is. One of my teammates is spotting him. I can't see him myself yet, so he's not bright red and not showing up in front of me, but looking on the mini-map, we can see what's going on here. But I am almost into Charlie Cap, and this will definitely seal the deal. There's really nothing they can do to win. There's the Hakuryu. Oh yeah, he's taking damage. He's getting behind an island. So, oh, there's the Shimmy also. Wow, he came around all the way from down south, all the way up there. Okay, well, he doesn't have the range on his torps to reach. Well, he could. 20k torps on this one. Wow, so he has range, but it takes him forever to reload. Okay, well, if he tries torping into here, I will try to be where he doesn't think I'm going to be. Just wasted some of them on my battleship. And the Iowa just took out the Hakuryu, so all that's left is the Shimikaze. And we have Charlie Cap. Alright, we took them all. Triple cap. And that's it. Alrighty, and now the after battle stats. So ended with 87,000 in damage. Earned 304 target hits. 181 of those were full penetrations, but 121 were non-pens when I was hitting that Montana most likely. A couple of ricochets, but a lot of shots that just shattered on her hull. So one of the things they say about Akizuki that you might invest in IFHE, inertia fused high explosive. Penetrates further, doesn't get any fires, very rarely do anyway, but it does cause direct damage, so I might think about doing that. 2 torp hits caused 2 floodings. I did set 6 fires, so we'll take a look at that when we get to that stat. Got 2 kills and 3 captures. And ended up on top of the leaderboard with, oh wow, 2,570 base XP. That is nice. That's because as a tier 8, I got extra points for the damage that I was doing to the upper tier ships, so especially the ones to that Montana. Alright, so looks like Yamato has earned a compliment. And I don't comp the Midway. I don't comp CVs. So I'm going to leave it at that. Alright. Bummer. Our other Akizuki did not do anything. Didn't accomplish much at all. Too bad for him. It was a good battle. Alright, so the ships that I sank were Montana and the Lightning. Came oh so close on the Merkur. Just needed a little bit more and I would have finished him off. Did quite a bit of damage, though, to Hipper and a little bit to the Soviet Soyuz, the GK, hardly anything to the Georgia, but I was looking for him. He just turned just right. And then one shatter, it looks like. Well, I hit 9 HE shells that shattered on that Amagi. So total, I fired 610 or 510, sorry, 510 shots, and I landed about 304 of them. All right, so I landed about 2/3. I think we could live with that. On my potential damage, over 500,000 in potential damage, so that's significant. And then 89,000 in spotting damage. So ships that I was spotting that other ships on my team were able to shoot at, that earned 89,000 damage. So that's the value of a tier 10 battleship there. Okay, so my fires that I started, so I started 6 fires. I got 16,000 damage off that. So that's not even the value of a destroyer, much less a cruiser. So I might test out IFHE next time I'm on the public test server on the Akizuki and the Kitakazi and see how much that helps. All right, take home pay. I brought in 401,000 credits and 1,800 in free XP, so that can be used to help with my captain builds, and 8,864 XP for this captain, plus another 444 Elite Commander XP. So that all adds to the kitty to help things out. All right, so we're in port in the Philippines now. This does not look like the Subic Bay area that I remember from when I was in the Navy, but it's a pretty area wherever it is. And so this is the Akizuki that we can see here with 2 guns forward, 2 guns aft. They're fast-firing guns, 2 barrels on each turret. So that gives me, when I'm firing broadsides like I was at the Montana then, that's 8 shells that are coming through at about 3 seconds, if I remember right. Yeah, my main battery reload is 3 seconds. Maximum range is only 12.5 kilometers though, so there are a lot of times where I just can't reach them. In fact, my torps can reach almost as far as my guns can. So that's one of the downsides of this particular DD, but I sure do like the fast firing guns. It makes a lot of fun when I can get a battleship in range and it's just sitting there. All right, so first let's take a look at my captain. So I have been using some of those Elite Commander XP and building this guy up a little bit. A couple of days ago he was only at level 10. Now he's all the way up to level 17. So every destroyer I have, I run preventative maintenance, and that just helps cut down the risk by 30% of a module getting incapacitated. And so that includes my turrets, my torpedo tubes, my steering gears, and my engine. So those get knocked out, especially my engine and my steering gears, can put me dead in the water. And of course, as a destroyer, you don't want your torpedo tubes getting knocked out, especially if they get destroyed, which so far, been lucky, hasn't happened. Now, over here in the last stand, if my steering or my engine gets temporarily knocked out, then this allows me to keep moving. It's going to be at a much slower capability, but it sure helps at least being able to move. I'm not sitting there just waiting for somebody to hit me because I can't move. And then I have Superintendent now. I was really missing that a few games ago, but now that I got 3 more skills points on my captain, I got this one. So that adds that extra smoke, adds an extra engine boost, and then an extra torp reload booster. The torp reload booster comes in less useful because there's such a long wait time for those to come back. But I use all my smokes pretty much every time because they're fairly short duration compared to my American DDs. And then when they do run out, then they recharge a little bit quicker than my American DDs. So I get them more often. And then survivability expert, and boy do I need that, because without the heal that I am accustomed to from the kid, I do take a lot of damage. And so this gives me the extra HP that I need in order to keep afloat and make it to the end of a battle. I was down to just where one more decent salvo from anything would have knocked me out of the fight in that last one. This made the difference right there. And then I run radio location so that I can find ships that are close to me. Now, sometimes that can fake me out because the only ship I can see might not be the one closest to me. It might be something in between us. And so it doesn't tell me how many, and it doesn't give me exact location. I can't use it to really fire my guns. I can use it to put torps into that general area sometimes. But radio location, we call it RPF, or I do anyway, is to me a necessity because I can find some of those destroyers, submarines, even cruisers that are hard to spot by using this. Then the last skill that I have right now is Concealment Expert that cuts my concealment down by 10% and gets me down to 6.1 kilometers. Now, somebody like the Kagero, for instance, is somewhere around 5.8, I think. But this helps a lot. I outspotted the Merkur, for instance, and that got me in a position where I could get some good shots on him without taking a lot of damage back because I was able to line him up, get to where I was moving behind rocks before he could get shots on me. And that was all because I had him spotted. And then I got the torp into him because I was sending torps on the way before he smoked up. When he smoked up, he automatically stopped and let his smoke surround him to try to go undetected. Well, my torps caught up to him then because they were already on the way. So that's where RPF and my detection combined to hunt him down. All right, now for my equipment build out. The standard stuff on this is a tech tree destroyer, so I had to get hull B anyway before I could move up to the Kitakazi. But hull B gives me the extra hit points, and you just have to have those in a gunboat destroyer especially. But I wouldn't take my ship out into randoms if I didn't have the hull B all ready to go. And then I am running the longer torps instead of 10K torps. Let's see, the 10K torps, both of them are 10K, but this one has a little less damage and faster reload. But I wanted the extra damage so that if I hit a battleship with them, that it would be enough that it could take him down with a couple, 2 or 3 torps. So that's what I'm doing here. Oh, looks like they're inviting me to go to clan battles. So let me wrap this up and then I'll do some clan battles and then come back a little bit later. So Main battery firing range takes my guns out to 12.5 instead of 11.3, so fairly short anyway. Main armaments mod 1 reduces my uh, damage to my torpedo tubes and my guns. And then my damage control system mod 1 reduces the risk of catching fire and flooding by for every shell that hits me. So that's a big deal there. And then aiming systems mod 1, uh, that gets my dispersion down so that when I am shooting at something that my shells will hit them more often than not. And then my propulsion mod 1 gets my speed up a little bit quicker. Um, it's still pretty slow once I get there, but it gets me up to speed faster. And then last is concealment systems to help bring down that detection. Okay, then Akizuki, besides the normal damage control party, I have smoke generator, which does disperse in 89 seconds, where American DDs is just about 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes on some of them. Then I have the engine boost, and then finally my torp reload booster.